Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Quakers and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, Penn State made one of the most interesting hires of the offseason. Matt Campbell has shown that he can do it all at Iowa State. Tough nose, and he is a physical coach that makes sure his players play tough. Let's see if the Blue Bloods can get a blue-collar work ethic and bring Penn State back to excellence. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And now the Quakers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go to work first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Looking to pass. It's Beck. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Penn State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call, and kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to Howson. Let's see what he can do with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Quakers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Hauls it in. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
And now the Quakers will punt it away on 4th down. My goodness, he unloads on that one. On his way back from the 20. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And make it a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Quakers offense out there and ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And now the Quakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now it's 2nd and long. Now they're going to throw it. Complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And now the Quakers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this team's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They want to run it left here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Runs through a man. He might have some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Quarterback keeps it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Finding some room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Well, one thing you know about Penn State when you've watched them play in recent years is they were absolutely loaded at running back. Maybe the best 1-2 combination over the last several seasons in Nick Singleton and Kaytron Allen, David. Now both those guys are gone. There's going to be some new faces toting the rock, but this is Penn State. They've got to be able to run the ball.
They do, and you think about this.
Makes a grab and room to run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we knew coming into this one, guys, the offense wanted to get this guy the ball. I had no idea it was going to be like this, though. We're not even done the first quarter. He already has over 100 yards receiving.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown, Penn State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated because right now they have no answers for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They march 72 yards, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The option, the keeper. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the wideout. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Tight end now in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline, they've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now. They've got to find some answers.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. To the air, it's Beck. Got it. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. And the Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. He's got the tight end. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Quakers offense out there and ready to go to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. Somebody catch it, big fella.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this 4th down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Running inside. It's Hansen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Throws to the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking for room. It's Hansen. Runs through the tackle. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
After run, now throw. Got him downfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give from the gun. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff from the gun. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go to the air. Fires one high and deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
From the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Quick spin on the run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Quakers offense out there and ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just started.
Shakes a man and he might take off. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Grab behind the line. It's Sanders. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And now the Quakers send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The run inside. It's Hansen. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Beck. Under fire. Pulls it in with one hand.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Keeps it on 1st down. Still on his feet. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Doing it himself again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab on the left side. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. Well, going RPO in that 2nd down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the 1st or set up 3rd and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now, and he takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this 3rd down because of the quarterback's decision.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Quick release by the QB. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Beck. Lets it go to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
On the move. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Foster. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Wants to throw it again, and why not? It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
But this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Beck. A spectacular one-hand grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to the ground game on the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pulls and fires complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. He's got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to throw, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Gonna look downfield again. He's got it. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what we've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Quakers offense out there and ready to go to work. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Looking down the middle. Working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
To the air on 1st down. He'll throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Looking to fire. Right on target this time. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They're working that left side. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. And now the Quakers can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. A strike downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And now the Quakers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pressure coming. Got it for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. So you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. Quarterback keep. Got a little grass. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the design QB run is now a staple play in college football, and it's because they get more blockers involved. And when you got athletes like this playing the quarterback position, it's a no-brainer. Just let him go do work. You saw him that play.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Just can't lose track of the play clock in that situation. Now they're looking at a 3rd and long. The sweet feet buy a little time. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 38, set to kick it off.
Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Just going to keep it after the snap. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pulls it again on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Beck. Makes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Looking for room, it's Hansen. Here's a little room there. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock